Malaysia there in third place, and they've had a marvellous...
From Peter Brackley, welcome to the Azadi Stadium in Tehran and a vital World Cup qualifying game on which the future progress of both teams may well depend. Iran against China here, joint leaders of the East Asian Group 5. Only one of them can go on to the next stage. This is Iran's final game. China have still to play Thailand in their one remaining fixture. Both teams on 8 points, but with China very likely to beat Thailand, Iran need a comprehensive win in this one, a 2 or even 3 goal margin to help them squeeze through with a better goal difference. That's how the table stands at the moment. China with a better goal difference than Iran at the moment then, and with that one game in hand, Bangladesh and Thailand well out of contention down at the bottom. So away we go then. It's China in the all-white strip, kicking from right to left in the first half. The stadium absolutely packed, a big crowd here, around 80,000. China include most of the players who played in the first meeting of the two sides in this group. A 2-0 win then for China. This is their full squad, and they're hoping to go on to reach the World Cup finals in Italy next year for the very first time. Many of these names also in the team that featured in the Olympics in Seoul last year. China's first appearance in the Olympic finals too. But for the moment, it's the Iranians on the attack. China have yet to concede a goal in the competition. So clearly, they're very sound defensively, and this is going to be a very difficult task indeed for the Iranians. Mosen was the player with the cross, a somewhat wayward one, but at least a positive start from the Iranians. China in confident mood, topping the group at the moment. Here then is the Iranian squad. Their only defeat so far was by China. They've made 1 or 2 changes, hoping to get it right this time. Iran, of course, seeking a place in the World Cup finals for the second time. They played in Argentina back in 1978. I can remember a very creditable draw too with Scotland. They also lost to Holland and Peru, and Holland it was who went all the way through to the final before losing to Argentina. Javad with the throw for Iran. They've got to seek goals right from the start. Good play here by Majid. And China on the defensive here in the first few minutes. So this now is Mehdi, one of 2 Mehdis in the Iranian side. China have certainly been impressive in their earlier games, beating Bangladesh twice, 2-0 on each occasion, Thailand 3-0, and then the 2-0 win over Iran. And they'll be very disappointed now if they don't go through to the finals next year, as of course will Iran, who will feel they still have a strong chance. But they've got to win today. So far they've beaten Thailand by 3-0, Bangladesh 2-1, and 1-0, and Thailand again by 3-0. This is the other Mehdi, lost his footing. China, who've certainly shown their attacking flair in the previous matches. Almost an early chance developing then for Chow. But here is Majid for Iran, posing plenty of early problems for China. Taking the free kick too quickly, though, for the referee's liking. Referee Jamal Shadi from Syria. Mehdi with the free kick. China with just about everybody back behind the ball. Hoping to cope with the early threat from Iran. Baveza back to Ahmed Reza, the goalkeeper for Iran. No doubt at all that China will be delighted with the draw today. Javad for Iran. Confronted though by a packed Chinese defence. Chow with the initial challenge. And they're prepared to hustle on the Chinese. Zhu, number 18 there. Another throw to Iran. Taking the game to China. And what a fillip an early goal would be for Iran. Here's Javad with the throw. Well, they're getting there slowly. China quite happy to defend in depth. But pinned back for the moment by Iran. But now a free kick to China. Both these teams also did well in the Asian Championships of last year, getting through to the semi-finals. And in the playoff for third place, Iran against China, well, that was settled on penalties, and the verdict went to Iran. The match itself finishing in a goalless draw. And that's how it is here at the moment. Javad. Rather comfortable for Iran defensively, but they need to create something at the other end. And the Chinese defence so far not really extended. Mohsen there, number 15, striker of some quality. Good play there by Yao Dong. There's Chow. With the strength to hold off the challenge. So goal kick to Iran. Javad. Morteza. Javad. The build up here. Lovely skill shown, and just over the bar. Mehdi, that's Abtahi Sayed. Mehdi and the best chance of the game so far, warmly appreciated by the crowd. Just over the bar of Liang Ji, the Chinese goalkeeper. And that has certainly lifted the crowd. Neat skill. And a chance! Back off the post. Whistle's gone anyway in Iran's favour. But suddenly, after almost scoring at the other end, the Iranians themselves under pressure. And it was China who almost sneaked ahead then. But here come Iran again. Javed making plenty of probing runs along that right flank for Iran. A lone striker for China. But he's joined now. This is Bo. Bo again. Chow was in the middle. Cross was from Zhu. But a counter-attack here, Mehdi rather savagely brought down. The bad tackle then. Mehdi, the man who shot over the bar just a couple of minutes back. And that is going to be a caution for Sheng. The bad tackle. And the referee having no hesitation in taking the name of Sheng. Sheng from the Guangdong club. So no goals, but a booking for China. This is Bashid. Referee quick to stamp down on that aggressive piece of play by Sheng. And absolutely right too to issue the first caution of the game. But Iran are pressing hard here. Now, well, he was brought down, Majid, right on the edge of the area. And the referee waving play on. As the Iranians in the crowd howled for a penalty. And Majid is still down. Chance developing again. And the shot this time was well wide. Sevedali. He's still Rashid, I think, now needing some attention. Referee has gone over to see what the problem is. He was certainly sent crashing to the ground, but the referee deciding the tackle was a fair one. And Majid now being helped off for some attention. He already has a bandage on his left knee, so perhaps that's causing a problem. And the referee won't allow any time wasting from China. He'll be quite happy with the way things are going so far. 0-0. Again, the Iranians must win to stand any chance of going on to the finals. And if they can, they need to win by 2, maybe even 3 goals. China yet to concede a goal. And they've scored plenty too in the competition. Away by Yuzhen. Majid is now ready to return to the fray. In the meantime, here is Javad. Mortesa showing good skill here. Now, can he get his cross in? Javad can. And the Chinese defence in trouble. Oh, good save by Lianzi. And the Chinese defence were reeling then. Mosen, and he scored. All it needed was a touch, and Mosen steered it in. Delight on the bench. And Iran have taken the lead here. 14 minutes into the first half. Just when the Chinese thought the danger had passed. How on earth did that get through? Mosen touching it in. Iran are ahead. And there is the goal scorer, Mohsen Garousi. Iran leading China by a goal to nil in this East Asia Group 5. And the Chinese defence will be asking some questions of each other here. Mohsen just with a delicate touch and beyond. Lianqi for the opening goal. Now, can the Iranians build on this? They certainly won't want to settle for one. A good run here again. Crudely curtailed. Another free kick to Iran. They're very unhappy about one or two of the early challenges from the Chinese, who are now building the wall. Will the Chinese wall do the job? The referee is, I think, happy that the wall is far enough back. Now, Sevadali may well try one from here. Here is Sevadali. Cold and a goal! It's two! Sevadali Eftekhari, 2 goals in 2 minutes. And no wonder they're celebrating. And the crowd are going wild. Delightfully curled round. Lianqi couldn't get there. And it's 2-0 to Iran. And scenes of sheer elation in the stadium. There's the scorer, Sevadali. The teams, remember, level on points before this one, but China with a better goal difference. But now Iran are closing the gap. Glorious free kick from Sevadali. And that means now that Iran have a better goal difference than China. Level on points, remember, at the start of play. China going into this one with +9, Iran +6, so just quickly working out the figures. The Iranian goal difference now is +8 and China's is +7. 1 goal then, dividing the two teams. Here's Lin. Rather ambitious through ball though. And China are in difficulties here. 17 minutes into the first half. And who would have thought that Iran would have taken such a strong grip on the game? The first goals that China have let in the group. 2 in the space of 2 minutes. Mehdi. Appealing for obstruction, not given by the referee. And a free kick now to China. Chow, number 17 there. And China pull one back straight away. Certainly jolted their confidence. Conceding 2 goals. As if Chow may well try one from here. Encouraged, no doubt, by what happened at the other end. All comes to nothing. Relief on the bench for the Iranians. Long throw here from Chow. Yuquan battling away for China. I think even the referee tackled him there. It's a very competitive game, as you'd imagine, with so much at stake. And any thoughts China may have had of simply defending have gone now, surely. They've got to bounce back. A goal kick to Iran. Urged on by this very excitable crowd. 80,000, remember, in the stadium. We've seen 2 goals, and Iran are looking for more. Zhu with the pass. There'll be some anxiety down there on the Chinese bench. Majid. Here's Mehdi. Now the other Mehdi. This is Fontouni Zadeh. Veza. Plenty of time though for Yuzhan. Zhu. But no real fluency yet about the Chinese. Unbeaten before this one. They're up against it now. 2-0 down. Cross-in was from Chowan. Iran so far standing firm at the back. But here's Chowan. Good defensive play though again by Iran. The Chinese, having sat back in the early stages, are now coming out of their defensive shell. It'll be Chow with the free kick for China. No threat there to Ahmed Reza, the Iranian goalkeeper. And so far, hasn't had a serious shot to save. The one real moment of anxiety for him when the ball appeared to come back off the post. Well, here's the goal scorer, the first one anyway, Mason, but way off target this time. China looking a little stronger now, and plenty of players up in support here. Chowan trying to weave a path to goal, but Iran with too many defenders back. And off goes Majid. Again prepared to take defenders on. And he had a player outside him then. Taser. On this occasion Majid dispossessed. China certainly having far more of the play now, having gone 2 goals behind. They're playing with far more adventure now. 3-4 players waiting in the middle, but again the Iranians clear. And there goes the half-time whistle. And no doubt at all that Iran had the better of the first half. Although China improved towards half-time, the damage had already been committed. Those early goals from Mohsen, and then the free kick from Sevadali to give Iran a 2-goal advantage at the halfway stage. China's record though, so yes, they've still plenty to do after East Group 5. Iran leading China by 2-0. This is a match that the Iranians must win to stand any chance of going on, and they need to do so by as big a margin as possible. Bearing in mind that China have one more game to play against Thailand, which they're expected to win. And it may be a question of how many goals they have to score in that last game. China, at the moment, facing their first defeat in the group. Iran's only setback was against China in the first meeting between them, and they've certainly looked far stronger, these two, than the other sides in the section, Bangladesh and Thailand. One team to go on from the group. The winning side will go on to meet the other leaders, the other winners from the various Asian groups, and 2 from that will then qualify for the finals in Italy next year. This is Majid for Iran. Although they'll be happy with the 2-goal advantage, 3 would make their position that much stronger. Sheng here was the player cautioned in the first half for China for a rather reckless challenge on Mehdi. This is Yuzhen. Ziyuan. Chow. The goal now could put a totally different complexion on this game. Promising approach play, but again the Iranian defenders crowding them out. And away comes Mehdi. A lot of ability on the ball, Mehdi, and so has Majid, who was robbed on that occasion. Number 7 there, Majid. Good interception though by Yuzhen. Chow. Free kick to China. Foul by from Yaodong. Ziequan. Good turn then by Maidi. He does look such a good player. Off he goes again. Morteza to Majid. Did well to get across it then. Goalkeeper had to come for it. He's come all the way too. And the goalkeeper's out of his area now. Well, somehow the Chinese defence survived. But Lianshi, what on earth was he doing then? Came herring out of his own penalty area. And that could have been far more costly for China than it eventually proved. Well, they're taking notes on the bench, and I think one might concern the goalkeeper then. Some stern faces among the Chinese officials. Come here with such high hopes. But they're 2-0 down. Yaodong for China. They've won all their games before this one. Yaodong. This is Ziequan. The Iranians with only one player in the Chinese half, as they look to contain China now at the start of the second half and hold on to the 2-goal lead. Looking for a third here, and they found it too! Roshan makes it 3. The sudden counter-attack has paid off for Iran. And they've taken now, surely, a stranglehold on the going. 3-0. And this is turning into a scintillating performance by Iran. 3-0 now they lead. And China with an awful lot to do if they're to turn this game around. Free kick to China. Third goal coming 10 minutes into the second half. Just when it seemed that China might be causing a threat, they were caught out by the swift break and the third goal for Iran. And that means now that Iran's goal difference is 3 better than China. So if it stays this way, China would have to win by 4 goals in their last game against Thailand. China going into this one +9, Iran +6. That's now switched around. So have China any answer? Well, they proved their worth in the earlier games. Not too many smiling faces among their entourage. Zhu was the player beaten here by Maidi. He's had an outstanding game. Offside. against Lin. Many of you will remember Iran's appearance in the World Cup finals in Argentina back in '78 when they sprung such a surprise in holding Scotland, who'd gone there with very high hopes of doing well. And the Iranians are causing something of a shock here too by the margin that they're leading, 3-0. But China hoping to get back in the game. Bo shrugged aside by Mohammed Hassan. The decision in China's favour, a free kick. Or was it a corner? I think the referee pointing there that it's a corner. No. It's Chow with the free kick then for China. Goalkeeper's come for it, didn't get there. Surely handled. A penalty. It's given by the referee. A hand brushed the ball then. The goalkeeper, Ahmed Reza, came for it. Didn't make a telling connection at all. And a penalty, to the chagrin of the Iranian bench, has been awarded to China. A golden opportunity now for them to pull themselves back into contention. Ahmed Reza still protesting, but no doubt at all in the referee's mind that the ball struck an arm, and I think he was absolutely right. The goalkeeper was nowhere. Up went the arm from one of the defenders, and the penalty awarded. Chow will take the kick for China. It's 3-1. An almost deathly hush around the stadium as the ball went in. Well placed by Chow. Perfectly taken penalty. And China now are going to have a say in how this one finishes. Could all be down to goal difference, remember. 3-1. And the 3-goal lead has been cut back to 2. And there's the scorer, Chow, from the Guangdong club. And Iran's command of the game not so total now. Mohammed Hassan, he's done well here. He's looked a very useful player. Looking to go on to, surrounded by white shirts, and still he managed to find Mehdi. The last defender here is Baveza. That's the situation. Iran leading by 3-1. And it'll all be down to the last game, China against Thailand, and a question of how many they need to score. China again looking positive, and a chance and a goal. It's 3-2. What a turnaround. Lin with the second goal. And as with those first two for Iran, they've come in the space of 2 minutes. A very powerful header by Lin, beyond Ahmed Reza. And this game has been transformed now. The penalty first from Chow, and now Lin with a second goal to make it 3-2. And no wonder there's dejection among the Iranian spectators. They'd seen their team take a convincing 3-0 win, and that is not a happy man there. Their coach, Monajati Mehdi, he can't believe it. They've let a 3-0 advantage slip away, and with every goal it's looking easier for China to qualify for the next stage. They need to beat Thailand, but by how many? If it stays like this, they'll need to win 2-0. And I'm sure the Iranian officials will be mulling that over in their minds. It was all looking so good for them, but now suddenly it's a different game. Iran 3, China 2. Bo with the cross in. And this has really raised the Chinese players now. Very strong run here from Chow. Well, he went down, and for a moment I wondered then if another penalty might have been given. And that really would have made it interesting. Great run though by Chow. And it's China who are dominating the second half now. Playing with far more composure than they did in the first half. Offside decision goes against them here. Twice now, Ahmed Reza has been beaten once from the penalty spot. And Iran have got a struggle on now. Thailand have looked very weak, and a 2-goal win for China wouldn't look to be asking too much. And that's what China will need if it stays this way. China, remember, having beaten Thailand by 3-0 in the first meeting, as the officials check the watches. There's still some way to go yet. Javad's free kick. Real disappointment for Iran, who've seen their 3-goal advantage ebb away. Free kick to China. Quite happy to play the ball around among themselves to deny the Iranians possession. And some of the heart seems to have gone out of the Iranian play now. But can they come again? Morteza trying to wriggle through. Morteza again. And deflected safely into the arms of Lianji. Iran now have a goal difference of +7. China, theirs is +8. The Iranians wanting to make a substitution, bringing on Karim for Mohsen, scorer of their first goal. They're seeking another one now, and they really need it to make the task for China harder when they take on Thailand. I don't think Iran will be too confident about Thailand holding China. Appeal for handball, mainly from the crowd. There's still no way through for Iran. Three players waiting in the middle, but safely through to Lianshi. The crowd wondering now if Iran are going to find an extra goal. 3-2 they lead, but will that be enough? Good tackle. Majid. And his pace has certainly posed problems for China. But for the moment, they look to be in control. Here's Chow. Failing to keep the ball in play. Fadibors with the throw then for Iran, who must look for more goals. Easily broken up though by China, and they've got Kun Lee here. Solid tackle was from Mohammed Hassan. And the referee has given a goal kick to Iran. (3-2) up at one stage. Takes back now to 3-2. The faces on the bench were giving nothing away as to their feelings. And Iran have given away a free kick to China. An infringement spotted by the referee just outside the penalty area. And time beginning now to run out for Iran. They're certainly not out of it if it stays like this at 3-2. But just to recap, China will then have to beat Thailand by just 2 goals in their last match. Thailand with only 2 points from their 5 games so far. Another free kick to China. Chinese defence hasn't really been stretched since that 3rd goal for Iran, and they've come back in such style of China at the other end. Majid for Iran. They've got to show purpose now. Majid with a shot. Well, he'll feel it was worth a try, and they've got to have a positive approach now. China have it in their own hands if they can survive the remaining minutes of this game. But to finish 3-2, or even score another one themselves, is then in their own hands as to whether they go on or Iran go through to the next stage. Mohammed Hassan taking the free kick. Mehdi going in very firmly. But a throw to China. Taken by Bo. And that'll be a throw to Iran. The ball out of play. Over on that far side. And Iran showing urgency now, as they have to. The crowd have been a little subdued, but now they're lifting their team. And no one on the end of the cross. Spirits were so high among the Iranians when the 3-0 lead was built. But China coming back with so much purpose. Yao Dong going in, and Ahmad Reza, the goalkeeper for Iran, just doing enough to deny him, and in fact the whistle's gone for a free kick to Iran. It's all over, and you can tell from the reaction of the crowd that they wonder, as will the Iranian players, if 3-2 is going to be enough. China have now then to beat Thailand by 2 goals in their last match. And this is how the table stands at the moment. Iran 2 points clear of China, but China with that 1 game in hand. The goal difference, Iran with +7, China with +8. And all credit to China for the way that they've come back in this match here. 3-0 down, but the final score is Iran 3, China 2.